What I'm going to show you now is how to do the dimensions and diagram the dimensions on an isometric drawing here, an isometric sketch. Before I begin, it's pretty obvious here what the sizes are because I have a scale down here and I have the object already. But this is just for demonstration purposes to show you how to diagram stuff in case it was more complex. So first thing I want to do is get the overall dimensions of height, depth, and length. So to do this, I'm going to try to follow the lines of my drawing to show exactly what lines I'm talking about here. All right, so this is the ground floor or the bottom of the object, okay, as I can see right here. So obviously this is going to be on the same plane. So what I want to do is continue using that same line and extend out past that line. And when I draw a measurement line like this to show how wide this is right here, I'm going to get close but not touch. So I have my diagramming line right there, and I'm going to get close but not touch. And again, using the same type of angle as before, the 45-degree angle that this line is on, gives me the measurement right here. And I'm going to leave an opening in the middle so that I can write in what the measurement is. And especially when the lines are not perpendicular or parallel to the surface of the page, as you see here, this is an angle or 45-degree angle. I want to draw my numbers parallel to the bottom of the page. Okay, so I want to draw my number right here, and this is 2 blocks for every one, so I have 1, 2. This is a width of 2 units in actuality. And I draw the number 2 as if it was facing the bottom. I don't want to draw on angles. It makes it more difficult to read. So I also am going to do the width here. So I will follow the same line. I'll get close to but not go over. And again, when I'm making these lines, I have something here that might come into contention. For instance, I would like to get this measurement into my drawing, but if I use this line for this measurement here, it might interfere and I might not have enough room for this measurement. So what I'll do here is I'll extend out this line slightly more to do 2 measurements off of the same line right here, so that I can do one measurement that is the entire object, for instance, okay? And again, I'm drawing these lines as 45-degree angles and as perpendicular as possible. I make my arrows on the end. I'm going to open up the block in the middle here so that I can write, and this is 1, 2, 3 units long. And again, the 3 does not go on an angle, it goes down to the bottom. So I have here another angle that I would need to take measurements for, and it's right here. So if I just do a line right here, okay, so you see I could use the same end line and have 2 different dimensions run off that same end line. So I'll go here, here, arrow, arrow, and this is 1 unit wide. Okay. If I had to, I could continue if I wanted to over-exaggerate exactly what it was, although probably not necessary. I can go from here to here, and then from here to here, and again, open up the middles and show my extra line right here, and then put 1, 1, 1. That's up to you. I think it's pretty obvious if you just do 1 that you would know what the rest are, but if you wanted to break it down like that, just try to avoid making it too complex. So there's one final measurement that I do need to show here, and that is how high the object is off the surface. So again, I want to follow my lines here. And here's the other line. And again, I could just do right here with my thing. And obviously this is 1, 2 units tall. Okay, so now I can see that I'm talking about the height, the width, the depth, and I have almost all my measurements. And I use my lines following the lines that I drew here in 45-degree angles so that the person that's reading this can follow where the height is. And I'm not drawing weird lines that are coming out to the side here, unparalleled to the actual lines that are in the drawing themselves. So that's basically what I would want you to do. When you draw your figures, then you should diagram them as so that we can see exactly all the measurements around your object in 3 dimensions.